Alrighty, let's see what we got today. My campaign. Journeyman has chameleonized and include pennies saved. Let's take a look at those. Plus coins instead of plus cards and vice versa. I'm pretty sure this doesn't do anything. So Journeyman is a smithy that draws you 3 cards. Except technically, you reveal cards and put those cards into your hand. You don't draw the cards. So I am led to believe Journeyman being chameleonized doesn't actually affect it at all. We'll see if I'm wrong about that in a minute. But I believe it's not one effect because it isn't technically drawing cards. And then penny saved. At the end of your buy phase, convert your coins to coffers. Ooh. That sounds like a thing that would make big money more viable. You smooth out your buys and hit 8 consistently. Also noticing a lack of plus buy here and a lack of trashing. This is actually probably going to be suspiciously moneyish, despite having like unlimited actions from champion and a bunch of draw. I think the goal here is basically big money. I think you probably still want to click enough distinct cards to pop the magic lamp and get the 3 wishes. Uh, but beyond that, I think you probably score on the early side. Uh, hmm, and look at this again. Yes, I think look at diversity of these cards early, like a copy of Seer, a copy of Page, Cave Warehouse. That'll probably get you to activate the lamp, and then you start buying provinces. The end. We'll see if I'm wrong about that. Wait a second. Did I do something wrong? Oh, I did something dumb. It's convert your money to coffers. So I should have put all 3 coins in play and then bought the page, and I would have gotten the 2 coffers back. I'm just gonna go ahead and test that here. Okay, yeah. I just passed up on a free coffer. Keeps it easy. I'll take a warehouse now. And I guess a seer. Probably buying nothing here. Curse kind of hurts. If I buy nothing, I'm banking a humongous amount of coffers. Okay, this can't activate unless I draw the 1 silver remaining in my deck, which is definitely not going to happen because there's 2 coppers on top. Alas. Okay. Think of Plaza. I'm going to have a hero and a warrior in my deck. Plaza's not gonna be super useful once I get champion. Or am I getting champion? Not sure I am getting champion. Champion's not gonna be that important in this deck, to be honest. Maybe I do just take a Plaza and stick with hero. I just really want to activate a magic lamp. And I feel like I'm about ready to start buying provinces. But this looks like a good hand. I'm happy with this hand. Yep, here we go. Gold, copper, silver, lamp. And I think it's just falling on provinces from here on out. Most of those wishes are probably going to end up being duchies, I have to guess. I don't think I want champion. I don't think I care enough about the actions. Card that's +2 coins, gain a gold is probably better in this deck. Bot also activates its lamp. Looks like we had fairly similar game plans. Not a whole lot of value in discarding here when penny saved is basically the Plaza effect for free. Didn't mean to click that one. And yeah, I'll take another hero. Ooh, this is quite a hand. Okay, I think this is actually probably going to be not a duchy. Just Uh, have I put my warehouse to the shuffle? I've not. I think I'm going to turn this into a seer, hoping to draw into the warehouse. This looks like a great hand to just have a warehouse, but the seer is the better card in the abstract. Okay, got a gold and a wish on top. I really would like to have as many of the wishes be duchies as possible, but that's suddenly become less of an issue. The scenario where it matters the most is like if we're staying even on provinces, then the player who can afford to turn more wishes into duchies is going to have the points lead at the end of the game. Here, I'm up on provinces, so I think I can afford to not burn all the wishes on duchies. Uh, just take a second warehouse. So options could be a treasure trove, not a bad card in a big money deck. Makes me 2 money immediately and puts another gold and a copper in the deck. Be a war chest. Bot probably has to name duchy, and then it gains me something else of value. Annoyingly, I think I've bottom decked just a lot of my good cards all down in this bottom six. Uh, I would take another draw card if I thought it helped. My options are Seer, which isn't going to draw a lot because I got a gold on top. Journeyman, which isn't going to work because I've got no actions, or Warehouse, which is good in this hand but not going to be amazing on future turns. Uh, I really don't know what to do with this one. I'm just going to take the treasure trove. Make this one a duchy. Oh, didn't want to draw both of y'all. Turns out it would have been alright. Which is for a seer. I'm going to guess it. I think the bot's just in a bad spot. Uh, I think it's gotta wish for a duchy and buy a province and hope that I miss 8 here is the only scenario where it makes up enough points, which is exactly what it does. So I just have to find a copper, and actually I came dangerously close to losing here. Just barely drew a copper off the top. Yeah, I think the bot play there to take the penultimate province was definitely correct. If I get either of the last two provinces, I'm definitely winning. And even if I didn't get either of the last two provinces, if the bot didn't wish for a duchy, me just taking a duchy would be enough to keep me out of range of losing to even double province from the bot. So I think that was the best shot. Uh, yes, I think penny save thing strikes me as pushing big money very strongly. And this kingdom is already a little bit on the weaker side, just given the lack of gains and trashing. So something resembling big money for sure is correct here. I'm not sure what the best cards are. I'm not convinced Swamp Hag is doing that much. I could see room for War Chest being useful. Treasure Trove. Probably not Journeyman either. Journeyman doesn't seem great unless you have a bunch of plazas. I don't think you want a bunch of plazas. Gains are limited. I think probably just click some pages early, aim to pop the lamp, and then start greening.